What if one of the biggest public health crises in history wasn't an accident? What if it was a calculated plan orchestrated from a boardroom and buried by billions of dollars? Welcome to Star Global TV YouTube channel. This is the story of the scandal they hoped you'd forget, the one they thought was buried forever. In the late 1990s, a pharmaceutical giant named Purdue Pharma introduced a miracle drug, OxyContin. They marketed it as a revolutionary, long-lasting painkiller with less than 1% addiction risk. Doctors were convinced. Millions of prescriptions were written for everything from back pain to toothaches. But there was a problem. That less than 1% claim, it wasn't based on rigorous science. It was a myth, and the company knew it. Internal documents, later revealed in court, show a different story. Sales representatives were trained to aggressively downplay the addiction risk. They were told to tell doctors that opioid addiction was a myth, a fear that was preventing them from treating pain effectively. And it worked. Profits soared into the billions. But as the money rolled in, so did the reports. Doctors, patients, and even the FDA began to see the devastating truth. OxyContin was highly addictive. But instead of sounding the alarm, Purdue Pharma doubled down. They buried the reports, discredited the whistleblowers, and continued the campaign. Eventually, the truth could not be contained. By the early 2000s, lawsuits began to pile up. In 2007, Purdue Pharma and its executives pleaded guilty to misleading the public about OxyContin's risk of addiction. They were fined a fraction of their profits. For a moment, it seemed like justice was served. The scandal was front-page news. But then, something happened. The story faded. The executives avoided jail time. The company restructured and continued operating. The scandal, it seemed, had been successfully buried. But you can't bury hundreds of thousands of lives. The legacy of this buried scandal is a trail of devastation. Over 500,000 opioid-related deaths in the U.S. alone, communities torn apart, and a crisis that continues to this day. And now, years later, new lawsuits are attempting to truly hold them accountable, to unearth the full truth of what they did. But the question remains, has anything really changed? Are the systems that allowed this to happen still in place? This story is a stark reminder to question the narratives we're sold, especially when billions of dollars are on the line. The truth has a way of surfacing. What other scandals do you think are still buried? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see more documentaries they don't want you to see, make sure to like and subscribe to Star Global TV YouTube channel.